Hello, some new setups going on today, so let me know how it sounds. Hello, welcome in. Alright, we should be live, everything should be good to go. I've got a new external monitor, I've got a new microphone. Let me know if you guys run into any problems. We're gonna give these a little test out today. Today we're gonna have 9 red slings, 7 maroon sling, 3 green sling, 5 blue sling, and 2 black slings. These black slings do need to be checked, so they're not automatic. One of them is going to be special situations, so we're going to handle that when we get there. What's up, guys? New mic, new setup-ish stuff going on. I'm testing some stuff out, so if it sounds terrible, let me know, or if the other setup was just better, let me know. But yeah, let's hang out a little bit, let people get in. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are ready to have a good weekend. Wesley, your black sling is not. Rules are rules. The special situation is we got our first Singapore driller who is trying to get black sling, and he's using a lighter weight rifle. So I set up a special deal where minors, moderates, and majors all count. So we shall see. Camden, welcome in. I'm good. How's it going, Flaming Gamer? Yeah, Wesley, we got you slated on blue sling, and if you pass that, we'll do black sling next month. Alex, welcome in. No requests today, we're just going to go in order. Alright, so it's going to start with red sling and with black sling. Exceptions will be made, and this is an honor system type of thing. If you're, hey, I only have this amount of time, hey, I can't hang out and stream, let me know in chat. I'm willing to negotiate there, but please use honor system. I'd like to go in order. So 9 red slings, 7 maroon, 3 green, 5 blue. 5 blue is crazy. Oops. Got Marcel, Wesley, Toby. It's great. And then on October 9th, if you got any solos, any sort of reviews that you want done, upload to YouTube and then send that link to Drill Dojo, and then that's going to be put into a special routine critique stream. Alright? Let's pop out chat. There we go. Make sure that shows up on stream okay. So that's a special situation because Singapore drillers, it's really hard to get heavyweights over there. So, you can get reviewed on a lightweight, but this is the only situation wherein you can get certified on it. Blue sling, sure. What up, Sam? What up, Wyatt? BTB flow catch. Well, it's a good week for you to be working on BTB flow catches. By the way, some of you advanced drillers are in here, sure, you can skip like things like single spin videos or whatnot, but check out the style guide, regardless if it's single spin or port spin or whatever, even if you're black sling certified, right? I think one of the disadvantages of the Drill Dojo has been standardization of how a trick is done. And I think it works really well in the sense of like it gives you a really good place to begin exploring a trick. But every single trick, in my opinion, has more to be done with it, including single spin. So you'll notice I'm releasing trick library, instructionals, and style guides. Check out the style guides. No matter who you are, check out the style guides when they're posted. I'll be posting one more tonight. I've got to get it edited after stream. So really check out those. Because it's going to get you thinking about tricks differently. All right? It's basically a collection of ways I've thought about tricks that I think people aren't utilizing that I'd like to see people kind of go down the path of. And that's why they're not listed. So you notice the style guide is not listed for a skill level. It's not like, you know, single spin white sling certification. It's just the trick and the style guide. And that's because I've got difficulty levels kind of all over the place from it. It's how to evolve the trick in weird ways. All right, so check those out. What do you have to do if you have every move down from white to red but ninja? I think ninja, isn't back ninja optional? I don't think you have to do back ninja. Yeah, let's learn something else. Are you looking? Yeah. Is that what you mean? One finger continuous, right? It goes hard, right? Like, I'll never ask for a one finger continuous qualification, but when you get the ideas and you start running with it, it's awesome. Hey Dan, welcome in. But if you're trying to get better at back ninja, just throw side ninjas, then throw side ninjas higher, then throw side ninjas behind your head, and then turn into it. You can't dance sling in high school. You'll have to wait till you're post high school. Yes. And that is because degrees of black sling are kind of meant to be given for mentors in the community, and I think post high school, you're engaging with it by choice. It's a different relationship than when you're in high school, and you'll understand that when you graduate, and how that relationship changes. So, yeah, all the degrees past just getting your black sling, you gotta wait. So, welcome in. Wesley, what time you got work? You don't have to give me an exact time because we might be in different time zones, but an hour? 30 minutes? Very soon? 4:30. Is that a half hour from now? Okay. So that's probably half hour. You got mountain time? Like a half an hour. Alright, so we gotta get through yours pretty much immediately, huh? Alright, we're gonna jump into it. No warm-up. This is why I like to go in orders for the warm-up. All right. So I got a new microphone here. How's audio quality? Is audio quality mixing with the lo-fi in the background? What up, Nick? I got your video. You're in. Yeah, all the little injuries. I did FLDC this past Saturday, and I was sore for like 3 days. Okay, good. Good on the audio. That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and check and see which mic is better after stream. All right, Wesley, good luck. Minors are 1, moderates are 2, major penalties are 4 points. You are... Is this tenure break or straight up? This is a tenure break, so you need a score of 90 or higher. I'm not issuing a penalty, but I don't like the pace of that. That definitely needs to speed up a little bit if you're going to use it in comp, but there's nothing technically wrong with it, so no penalty. Okay, minor on heels. I think I saw something. Let me check. Okay. I think on this second or third one, I thought I saw a foot move. I'm not sure. It's so subtle. Okay, it's just like a prep for it. I'll include it with heels. Hand pins are good. Okay, on this one, angled catch. That'll be a minor. Good stop, though. Okay, we're good. Way to keep your balance there. Yeah, you're gonna take the point for your heels being off, or your toes being off the ground. Great stop. Great job getting back to straight up and down without having to take a step. Nice, great throw. You're gonna take that heels penalty though. Good. Very solid, no penalty. Okay. I'm going to include the secondary because it's very close to moderate or major, but if I take the moderate, I'll take the other moderate for your hand and everything. We're just going to count all of that as one major. Good, no penalty. Good, no penalty. I am... Okay, I think I'm okay with that. Because I generally, on multiple style house whips, unless the step... Usually people take a step forward. And I think the step back is just as valid, so no penalty on that. Let me check hand pin. Yeah, okay, that's fine by me. Cool. Even if I took a penalty, you would have made it because it would have been 2 points. So, Wesley, tenure, broken. I saw you have a black sling in. I want you to resubmit it for the next stream, okay? We are going to take that tenure off so you can keep your date of earning it. All right. Beautiful, Wesley. Congratulations. You have broken tenure. Did I clear these? Good. Okay. All right, Wesley, get to work. Yes, Nick, I got you. You should have gotten an email just before I went live. But yeah, we're going to move over to red sling and go in order. If someone has something super pressing, let me know. And I can negotiate. You got your blue with tenure in June. Does that mean you can spend December? You have to wait till January. In June, July, August, September, October, November, December. You'll have to wait till January. Like, think of it as like 6 streams have to pass. But I do recommend... Well, you've got one in here, right? No. Okay. Yeah, I do recommend trying again. All right, from bottom up. Luke, red sling certification. Good luck. Here. Just want to make sure things are lining up on stream. Okay, yeah, they are. Okay. Alright, just a minor on hand pin there. Which isn't bad for... If you're throwing that up as first, you definitely got this, I feel. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. All right, I need more intentionality in the footwork there. That definitely tracks as some stutter stepping. Good. Very good, no penalty. Very good. Solid. We definitely rolled somewhere, but that's not a problem. Good catch. I like your pace. You took it very well. That's an easy pass. Qualified. Well done. All right, Luke, you've earned your way to past Livestream. Very good. That brings us to Caleb. Good luck. Good, little pounding in the knees. This must be Maroon Sling. Alright, we are gonna move you up. Okay, my bad. Caleb, you are being moved to Maroon Sling. Gavin! Good luck. Alright, so, by the way, it's super important that you submit under the right sling color. Because that, they do get filed away a little improperly, which isn't the big deal. The big deal is that when I go through from like the previous streams and I'm looking through, I'm looking only at this to know, you know, I'll go to past live stream and I'm looking at this to know if I'm going to ship it. So that will be a little bit of a, like, may get missed, right? Because I'm going to be seeing red sling. I'm not going to remember that that's Caleb Donaldson and it was posted on the wrong sling color. Just a heads up for anyone who you know, it's common. It's very common. So heads up there. All right, Gavin. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. A little angle. Okay, hand pin open, hand away from body, and then slight loss of balance. Double check that. Okay, no step on the balance. When I was in high school, we called foot stops literally dusting off the boots, and I think that's a pretty good indication of why. Our hand pin open, hand pin away from body. Good spin though. Good shoulder roll. Okay, yep. Stutter step away and a little bit of flinching. Okay, off center, Ike. Definitely like that more into the body. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Awesome. All right, so Gavin, this is a pass. Good. Okay, first pass. Excellent. But you are going to get tenure. Score of 89. Not bad. So here's two things to work on, right? The first is going to be like literally anything mentioned here. I think your hand pins were the ones that were the big killers. But second, red sling is as far as you can go while stripping both the butt plate and the bowl. Since you're so close, I would recommend putting one thing back into your rifle and trying to qualify that way. So that way when you move up to Maroon Sling, you're able to adjust a little bit better. How's it going, chat? Okay, cool. I love the support. Patrick, you're up next. padding in legs. And then awkward pace changing. That was good. Nice clean angle there. That was good. Very nice. All right, handpin stays. So I always tell, when I coach, I always tell cadets to put their pinkies as part of their handpin. And the reason why is so it doesn't kind of look like that, right? You don't want it to kind of stick out at all. It's a cleaner image if you have your pinky touching your pant leg as well. Just a bonus tip for anyone out there. Yeah, not technically. It could be a lot tighter, but it didn't go out of what I'm looking for. That was also good. Could be tighter. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Yep, I'll take it. Good. All right. Let me think about this. Let me see this in full. I want to see if there's appropriate airtime. And it looks like there's not, but there's some. All right, there's airtime. Find your hand pin at some point, but this is gonna pass, easy peasy. I think a lot of that could be tighter. So Patrick, first of all, congratulations. This is a red sling pass. This is as far as you can go with the lightweight. So you're currently using something that weighs about 4 pounds. Definitely recommend check out the Drill Dojo website shop here, the rifles especially. For some of your options. So these 3 up at the top all meet the weight requirements for curriculum past red. All right. So definitely you're going to want to get one of those. And then I just want to give a little bit of general feedback of so much of your drill was like penalty free. But there's a big difference between penalty free and showcasing control. And I think that there is an aspect of your drill that needs a lot of attention for showcasing control. A little extra pop, a little extra snap, a little extra air time. So just a heads up, because you're probably getting set up for competitions. Because that was a pretty good red sling certification. And if you're not getting the results you want, it's that aspect, right? It's because there's 2 for competition. You can either go for not taking penalties, or you can go for being so stylish you're set apart, and the winner is always the one who's the best at both of those games. But Patrick, congratulations. Passed. Yeah, barely lost any points. Style guide will benefit quite a bit, so just take a look at the style guide videos. All right, McDaniel. International Leadership of Texas, Keller Saginaw High School. Excellent. Let's get it. Okay, good. I take it. All right, that specifies horizontal catch though. So this is gonna be, you're gonna take a major on the catch angle. You're gonna take a Okay, hand pin is wide open and not pinned by your side. You'll want to use 2 hands there, is my recommendation. Good, no penalty. Alright, so... I can see your eyes stay straight. Rifle gets quite a big angle there. We're going to do a moderate. Hit leg, loses momentum. I think a little too big air time, by the way. So you want to catch it when the rifle's flat. You see how much extra space there is. So once you get your hand on it, you have no time to really get control of it. That's why I hit your back, the back of your leg. All right, you're gonna take the major for missing the foot stop. I can see all the components there, so it's not penalty ending. Okay, I think in the video you do it again, but I can also see your hand pin slipped open a little bit. All right, you want to make sure that that's closed tightly. Yep, so only the first one counts though. Good, hand pin, whoops. Hand pin is open and not by the side. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, let me think. Yeah, we're gonna do another minor for kind of hitting that side, that awkward pace change. Definitely want to have that smooth and flowy. Good. Great rifles. On the rifle side, it's awesome. On the hand pin side, kind of the same deal you're getting with everything else. You need to tighten that up a little bit. Keep it tight by your side. Now that your rifle work is good, pull your mind down to your hand. Okay, and you're going to take, I think that's a double major for scorpion toss. Under rotated by a half spin. Yes, that's going to be 6 points for double majors because your scorpion toss is under rotated by a half. Secondary control there. All right, so this isn't gonna pass. That's fine. I think there's plenty of good stuff here. Your drill isn't actually that bad. So some of these aspects of your drill is really good. Wherein like your T form is good, your body posture is good. Things that are easily correctable is like missing the foot stop, an extra rotation on the scorpion toss. I mean, if we can get rid of those two. How we fare? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So this is this barely passes if you just had the foot stop hit the first time and the scorpion toss hit fully, right? I think that's good news. If you just get rid of these majors and these moderates, the rest of what you're left with is hand pins. That's pretty easy to clean up, right? Literally by next month, you should be able to pull your brain down to your hand pin and start hitting those really consistently. And you should be good to go from there, right? So, McDaniel, I think this was stronger than what the score indicates, but it's not going to pass today. All right, Lee from Singapore, good luck. Good. Good. I always love when the Singapore drillers go in front of like shrubs and stuff. Like their flora is very nice. Moderate for the rifle spinning around the wrong axis. You want to keep that plane nice and tight. Good. I think your hand pin slipped out. Not really. I can't really tell, so benefit of the doubt. Good. Good. All right, hand pin wide open. Good. Did the heels pop off the ground? Not quite. There's still adjustment in the feet there. Okay, good catch. Very good. All right, catch angle moderately off. Yeah, great qualification. Lee, congratulations. You are qualified. For sure, for sure. Well done. Past live stream. That brings us to our last 3 red sling drillers. We're going to go with Hunter next. Good, no penalty. A little bit of like second hand needing to be involved there. It's kind of, I'm gonna count it as like a secondary adjustment kind of deal. Okay, so hand pin slips out quite a bit and it's not balled into a fist there. Yeah. I think rifle is also wrong axis. Always hard to tell on a video. Okay, releases at a tiny angle. Yep. So you're gonna take the rifle spinning on wrong axis penalty. Very good. Great eye contact. Good, great hand pin too. Off of the rising sun. Yeah, super solid. Also solid, good hand pin. Good. I definitely think the hand needs to find more structure there. Just more intentional structure. It's not going to be a hand pin penalty, even though I do want it to be hand pinned somewhere. But just balling into a fist is a valid posture, but it doesn't feel intentional, which is why you're checking the minor. Good. No penalty. Good. I mean, it's an orange sling, but it's solid setup for that. I really like that actually. You are going to lose on hand pin. I say bald. Yeah, it's bald, but it moves from its side. Nice. All right, yeah. 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 points of penalty. Hunter, great qualification. Full pass. Well done. That brings us to Kelvin. Good, no penalty. Solid. I'll take it. What was maximum angle there? Yeah. No. Nice. Okay. So first of all, interesting place to throw it from. A lot of people don't throw it that close to the barrel, and I think that's awesome. But I do think that it didn't help the plane here. But yeah, looking at it in slow-mo, it doesn't actually look to me like it's spinning, so valid. That was good. Okay, just a moderate for hitting your side at the end there. Good. 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 Very nice. Kelvin, I think you're going to pass. Okay, we are going to take the off-center penalty. We're going to take the top left hand. I think that's actually in my hair. Top. Yep. But not bad. Definitely not going to hold you back. Kelvin, this is going to do it. Well done. And this is it for red sling. We got Jefferson Lynn. Good. Oh, not part of the qualification anyways. Good. Good. Okay. Very nice. Handpin could be tighter. Not penalty worth, but could be tighter. Angle was slightly forward. That was good. Okay, I think that might be a major. Yeah, full stop on momentum there. Way to keep your mind about you to get that handpin though. Okay, yeah, just hitting yourself. Full stop. Good. No penalty on your right hand track. I take it. Yeah, I take it. Handpin loosens, and then let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna do a moderate for flinching because half of that is your hand has to come up to collect, and half of that is not. Okay, tap on hands. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jefferson, congratulations. Full pass. Woodrow Wilson High School. Love to see it. All right. How we doing? Yes, go Jeff. Did you guys have a good Friday? I used to love Fridays for like school. Yes, full pass. That was good. That was a really good slate. I mean, almost everyone who was red sling submitted put through and got through. So that's really awesome. We even had someone break tenure. That was Wesley with the blue sling. So we got a pass with tenure and then 6 passed, like full passes. Great stuff. Especially red sling's hard because it's like people's first time on stream. So love it. It's good to have you guys up here in stream. I assume this is Woodrow Wilson's leadership development activities, so it's very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in Daytona this year. All right, so we're gonna move on to maroon slings. Does anyone have questions about red slings or qualifications or anything before we move on? A lot of Singapore names in here today. Yeah, I think 3 of these maroon slings are Singapore. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, you know what I want for music? I want like find a good Nintendo music mix. Here we go. Okay, well, I go to Daytona every year. I'll see you guys in 2 years. How's the volume mix? Different beats, so it's a little bit more intrusive, so let me know if that volume mix is a little too much. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 soundtrack? Alright, we'll give it a shot. I'm a big fan of video game music in the background. I mean, it's literally music designed to keep you, like, interested and invested. Oh, this is Zelda coded for sure. This feels very much like a Breath of the Wild kind of music. Oh, have you been playing the new Hollow Knight? You know what just released that I bought and haven't been able to play yet is Hades 2. I look forward to playing that tonight. So if anyone likes the game Hades, it's a roguelike. I'm very excited Hades 2 released and be able to waste away my weekend on that. Okay, let's see here. Let's jump into Maroon Sling then. So Singapore, I think there's one group in Singapore that has a full weight that I was able to get over to them. There's another group in Singapore that doesn't. So it's a super weird situation, but it at least makes me a little familiar with kind of what's required to get a D-mill out there, and it's a lot. Good, no penalty. Excellent. Great form. Great angle. Slight angle off. Everything good. I did notice on the BTB the hand pin kind of came out the side a little bit. Alright, rifle control is great. We'll count that as a stutter step. It wasn't a full step. Very controlled too, so that helps the case. Okay. Whoops. Okay, same thing, stutter step. Nice catch though. Beautiful flat catch. Very nice, no penalty there. Good. J-hook. I've decided the hand can come across, like it almost has to. So that's fine. Footwork is good. Rifle's good. Alright, all good. Solid qualification. Full pass. Well done. Past live stream. Yeah, I haven't played Hollow Knight either. It's also Tech Timbers, so if anyone wants to talk about technology, I've been keeping up with as much as I can. New GoPro Max 2 just got announced and I think released. I'm waiting to see how that one fares, and, you know, if I need it, so I'm excited about that. A couple other, the Meta glasses look really cool, the ones that actually have a built-in display. Alright, good luck. Good. Good. Little bounce in the knees on that first one. That's cool with the sun peeking out. Apologies to all my Singapore friends. I know it's middle of the night over there. Alright, we're going to take a moderate. The rifle kind of spinning on wrong axis in mid-spin. Hand pin's good. But I think same issue there where it spins. Yep, wrong axis. Solid. Angle's a little bit off on the catch there. It's a good soundtrack, Dan. Very cinematic. Reminds me of music I used to write to. I think it's called Epic Music Mix Number 2, and it's from the artist Two Steps from Hell, and it was very cinematic. I'll have to pull them up at some point. Okay, it looks like it wobbles. It was just the way the sun was interacting with it. Okay, good bearing on keeping the catch there, but that definitely popped in the wrong place. We're going to do a major, and that's going to include the hand kind of missing, the angle being off. Good. Okay, I see your hand pin slip out of place there. I would recommend doing a little bit of work on the footwork as well there. The footwork was a little bit inefficient. Yeah, that's fine. Let's add this up. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 89. So that's going to be a pass, but it's a pass with tenure. Definitely some of the rifles on the wrong axis, and then the back ninja. I mean, really, it was the back ninja that did it. Maroon sling, but this was a tenure break, so heartbreaking. We're still not there. All right, you want to get this back ninja. taken care of. Okay. Yeah, any number of these. Literally, you were 1 point away. So, I'll see you next month. Sorry, man. You know, I see so much praise heaped on Xenoblade Chronicles. I definitely want to get into it, but I mean, my Steam library is full of games that I haven't played yet. I'll show you real quick. Hades 2. Oh, I'm not even logged in on this computer. It makes sense. This is my Mac. I've got so many like 100-hour games that are like Elden Ring. I just can't set aside 100 hours willingly. It'll take 2 years. That's why I like games like Hades, where it's like, yeah, 45 minutes, then your run is done, and you can move on with life, and you can do one a day, you know, or better something. All right, Broden, good luck. Excellent. I love the headband, by the way. Thank you for getting one of those. Good. Yeah, angle's quite a bit off there. You know, this music really reminds me of, I loved the Tales of series. In particular, Tales of Symphonia was one of my favorites. Yeah, angle issue there. But I've played like Tales of Berseria, Tales of Vesperia, Tales of Arise. This music's very like of their cinematics. Pin, slip in front a little bit. Good. All right, pin open and not attached to the side there. The rifle looked good. Yeah, especially considering how straight your hand was there. That's actually a really impressive way of doing the single tomahawk. That was good. I think at maximum catch it was a little bit off. Not terrible though. That one could be pulled in a little closer to the body and have a little more control there. Ooh, let me think on that. Okay, so here's the thing. I consider the Kiwi grab to be an evolution of half beat to right shoulder. So I like that being tucked back into half beat. But I don't think that that's listed anywhere. It's just kind of measured by the trick itself in the trick library. I don't have an instructional on it, huh? Let me think on this. I think more core to the trick is going to be the grab, right? So if there's a penalty here, it can't be steep. Whatever, it's cool too. No penalty. I'll give it to you. No penalty. Honestly, the biggest thing working in your favor was that it's cool. It's a really cool way to catch it and toss it. That was good. Yeah, a little adjustment in the feet there. Good. I can see your hand pin slip away from the side of your body, though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it there. It's slightly awkward on catch to catch, but not enough for a penalty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. No, you're ready to move on. I would hate to hold you back there. All right, Broden. That was a lot harder than it needed to be on my end. Sorry about that. You're qualified. There's no tenure. You're good, Broden. Just keep up with the cool stuff. Yeah, Alex, I got your message about the NGA rifle. I love Glendale's NGA hybrid. It's going to be different than Daisy, but it's so much, like, it's almost softer. I'm a big fan of it. I can do everything I can do on D-Mill, which is what I grew up on that NGA. Plus, all the internals fit into colored stocks if you like that. Yeah. Being selective about buying games. The problem is that, like, you get so excited. I actually think maybe my Safari's locked in. It is not. Alright. Yeah, I really like Symphonia. Symphonia's maybe doesn't hold up well, but the story's great. I think maybe the graphics and stuff don't hold up well. I'm not sure though. I still love it. All right, Brian. Good luck, Singapore. Let's do it. I think, right? It's just his post high school. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not sure. Good. Yep, just a little on the catch angle there. Good. 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 All set. Okay, hand pin left the side a little bit. Alright, that's good. Okay, little catch angle forward, but great stop there. And then all these micro adjustments in the feet. Solid. Very good. Ooh, I like that setup. That was very nice. Yeah, Brian, easy pass. The half continuum into double back ninja. Mwah, very good. Chef's kiss. Passed. Alright, Caleb. Doing a Maroon sling. Alright, let's take a look. Good. Good. There's a little bit of bouncing on the whole body there. Kind of this, like, every single one had its own little up and down. Good. Okay, actually, we're gonna... Okay, we're gonna stop here. Doesn't meet the weight requirements because of the bolt and butt plate. As a red sling, it's fine to do that, but as a maroon sling, you aren't able to get your full qualification on it. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to pop it here. I'm going to make a note of it. Into... Yeah. I'll send an email. Let you know what you got to do. Alright, Jaden. For realsies, you're up next. I have a question for Yellow Sling. For Liberty, you have struggle throwing the rifle forward. When you do throw it, I do it, I throw it to the side. Will that be considered alright or not? Yeah, I think of the, if you've got the rifle at a slight angle forward, then actually what happens, if you take a stick, you can see this really easily. Let's use this guy. Sorry. If I take the phone, so a stick, right, it's straight up and down, and I pop it up, it just goes straight up, right? But if I angle it like this, do you see how when I go straight up, if the item, the stick is already at an angle, the item will rotate? That's what's happening on right shoulder tosses. When you dip, you're putting the rifle at an angle, so when you apply pressure straight up, what happens is that it spins through the air going straight up. You don't have to try and throw it forward. You give it the angle and you throw it up. Yeah, just pay attention to count 1, which is angling the rifle forward and away from you. Not straight up and down, but forward and away from you, and then apply pressure straight up. And that's how it spins. The rifle takes care of itself, in short. Jaden, good luck.
Whenever you're ready.
Very good. No penalty? Okay, not bad. There was that awkward timing thing on the first one. Okay, stutter step. So let me take a look, actually. Okay. So you're going to take a double major here. Let me explain what the double major is for. So on the Centino crossplane, you don't commit to the side enough. And so what ends up happening here is at the moment of your release, the rifle is already here. This is a double side toss masked as a Centino. All right? A true Centino is going to have the release on this side of the body moving over. And you kind of flub this a little bit, but yeah, when you really look at what you're doing here, you're almost doing the move and then you're backing away from it at the last second. So more commitment to the side there. Good? Okay, you're going to take 1 point for hand slipping in front of your body and 1 point for an awkward speed change as you're transferring it over to your left hand. That was great. Okay, so I can... Okay, I think it's just heels coming off the ground. I wasn't sure if it was stutter step or not. But I think this leg has a heel coming off the ground. Great catch, though. Very solid. No penalty. Full momentum stop's going to be a major. Alright, this was super solid. They're literally taking 10 points on 2 tricks here. Let's add this up. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so first of all, congratulations. You passed, even with the 10 points. Which is great news, because if you fix literally the last trick and the Centino, you'll be able to break out real fast. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 84. Awesome. Yeah, I expect to pass you by next stream. For sure, for sure. All right, Ryland. Good luck.
Are we ready?
Before we get deep into this, this is okay, not a 10-year break. Good, so 80 above will pass. Okay, you're gonna take a major for the stepping over, and like, hand pin's a little all over the place as well. Your hand's in a good place. If you actually tighten the center of your body, you give more structure for almost like... Do you know how when you're pushing off against a wall, you can get a lot more force than if you were to just like push away with your hands for nothing? If you tighten your body, you kind of get that effect where like you can push off the rest of your body. So your arms have this like weird thing where they can like push off the rest of your body. That's kind of what I would suggest here, is learning how to tighten everything from your chest to your abs in order to allow your arms to push off of your body and get a little extra out of it. We're also going to do heels coming off the ground because that was a pretty consistent thing. That first one was great. Okay. So steps, hand pin, heels. All right. Hand pin. Also open. So hand pin distance, hand pin open. Spontaneous coming to power stance. Good though. Alright, so that should be the two hardest if you've thrown them up front. Alright, so on J hooks, that's got to go over the shoulder here. I believe I sent that in an email for you. So that's going to be a major for that component of the trick there. Alright, and then feet coming off of the ground, that's going to count as a stutter step. That was great. All right, that was great too. That was really solid. All right, 2 points on stutter step. I think on this trick you want to start with your legs already in a power stance. There's an intangible quality for drill that I really like, by the way. Because I feel like that shouldn't have worked, and then it did. And it feels like very like mousy in its quick movements. And then like when you stop it, it does like stop just right. And that's a pretty consistent thing. So something's going right in your style in an interesting way. Your body's going to need to like work around that, I feel. But what the rifle's doing, you're making work pretty well. It's interesting. Anyways, I think it goes along the wrong axis. This is a very difficult one for me. Interesting. Is that... Do you twist it halfway and then it's not going to full rotation? That's... Because you should be releasing there. And you actually pull it so it's already... There's like an optical illusion going on here. I cannot wrap my mind around it. Okay, in theory, you would release here, and then we go back and then forward. So yeah, it's going the right. It just, okay. You're twisting it one half of the axis, and then as it spins, it twists the other half of the axis. And on release... Yeah, okay, it's fine. First of all, very cool. Very mind-bendy. Yeah, okay. We're gonna take a minor on hands. I should be taking an axis penalty, but since it's only a half on the rifle and it's also lands fine, like, I'm not gonna do it. You're gonna take a point on handpin 2. Alright. That's it. That's it on that one. Don't change that style. I'll have to see it in person to know what like works, but like there was something about it that kind of broke my mind. Good. Alright. You can take the 2 points in stutter steps. The catch is great. Heels coming off the ground. Good. Handpin stays tight. Mild clenching, not big deal. I like that you get the boss music, by the way. Okay. Stutter step and toes off the ground. Aspects of your body composition that I'd like is that your face makes snappy movements, but you need to learn to tighten a lot of the center part of your body. And then you probably want to do a lot of your tricks at like parade rest on the feet, and that's going to help with stability quite a bit. I also recommend slowing down, taking a little more time between tricks to recover. I feel like you're pushing through it faster than you need to. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Alright, 74. Not bad. There's a little bit of everything. So you got plenty to work on. Take your pick. Whew. We'll take a look at chat here. So let me take a mental break for a second. Update on your green sling. You eliminated hell whip from the quads. I eliminate the hell whip from the quads. Heel whip. Just break them and click them slightly lower and faster so I can do it without force. Yes, perfect. Hey, welcome. Welcome from Florida. Bryson, stream's been great. We are chugging along. I am doing it in order. I can make exceptions if people have legitimate exceptions, and that's on honor system, like, hey, I worked or something, so let me know. But I am going in order, yeah. Is anyone else having laggy stream? Because maybe it's on my end. When you try triple lefts, I can catch them. The momentum mostly stops and it shouldn't. Double lefts, details. Okay, that's because there's no Dan. Almost certainly you're catching it too close to the center. Yeah, so my best guess is that you're catching it on the center or even near the trigger plate. And that's going to stop momentum. Cool, yeah, we're last maroon sling and then only 3 green slings. And then it's 4 blue slings. I'm not sure if Ryan got his... Did he get his video in? Oh. Okay. Let me check this out. So, I was talking with Sergeant Major about this. I did not get a second email, and that's what I usually file these under. So I'm glad you said something, because I just got this, but I didn't get the second email that tells me all the normal information. So however he just submitted this video, if there was anything in particular about it, tell him to, like, let me know. If this is Maroon Sling, yes? I'll add it to the lists. It's something, I don't know, sometimes it happens like this, and I can't figure out why sometimes it sends both emails and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, yes, so it's a maroon sling. All right. We'll return to it. We're going to do Davin, because I saw someone interested in that, and then we'll do Ryan. Yeah, so we're going to get Davin next. Alex, I got your black sling. Yep, we're just going to review it for major penalties, and then if that passes, you're good to go. Davin, good luck. Right. Right on the cusp there, but that's going to be a moderate penalty for catch angle here. That's good. I'm gonna watch this in slow-mo. I feel like something interesting is happening. Yeah, okay, you're catching it. This style is not possible on a full weight. Alright, so you're gonna take the penalty. It's on the wrong axis. Because it's like spinning halfway through. And it's going 1.5 rotations or like 1/2 rotation too much. I'm not going to take a penalty for the extra spin, but you are going to get the spinning on wrong axis penalty. It's very interesting. Okay. I don't take a lot of facial pairing penalties, but that one, I can just tell very much that, yeah, you're starting to get nervous toward the end there. So it was a distracting facial bearing. Good. 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 Though I think that the second one kind of do that same thing of wrong axis. Yes. I know it's like hard to control on those ones, but definitely do so. That was good. Good. Secondary adjustment on setup. Decent. I can see your hand pin slip out there. Major on catch angle. I think your hand comes out a little too far on this side. Beyond what it really should for getting into that catch. Alright, let's add this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This will pass, but it will pass with tenure. So what you're going to need to do is resubmit this same sling for the next one. Tenure. To get that score of 90. What was this one? Perfect. All right. Congratulations. Pass with tenure. And that brings us to Ryan. Let me make sure everything is on stream properly. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay. If someone's paying attention in chat for me, so we don't have to do this twice. This was a recent submission. It just landed in the wrong inbox. The second email didn't come. Just make sure there's 10 tricks, because I'm going to go through it. I'm just going to score it. And at the end, if there's 10 tricks, just be like, yes, 10 tricks. Oh, is that the wrong vid? That's funny. Yeah, I'd love that. The Singapore drillers are so motivated for the equipment they have. Nick, I got your video. You're in there. Check your emails. All right, Ryan, good luck.
J-hook.
Okay, so on J hooks here. Yep, so you want this to go over the shoulder and not under the shoulder. So that's a... Let me actually make sure. Yeah, all right. That'll be a major. And then on the feet, definite stutter step there.
QB grab.
That was good.
Triple vert stop.
That was good.
Skip drill.
Very good.
OTH.
For how rocky the first trick went, I wasn't expecting the rest of it to go so well,
Cross-plane.
but this has been going very well. Good. No penalty.
Rising sun, double exit.
Good. Hand pins were locked. Feet are good. All right. The back catch there. You are going to take a penalty. So hand pin loosens. And then... How far away does it get? We're just going to do minor.
Single tomahawk. Nice.
Good.
Full side. Nice. Nice.
Cool. I don't see your hand pin slip out on the other
Full
side either.
toss.
Okay, you're going to take a major on the step.
Poured out.
And I still don't believe I specified both side toss. Yeah, still not specified as horizontal catch. So that's fine. So we're just going to judge based off of 90-degree angle. And it hits that 90-degree.
Poured
Okay.
out.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, Ryan, congratulations. We're going to add you here to the registry. You're going to have tenure. Honestly, the big reason for tenure, it looks like it's going to be that J hook. Okay, as best as you can, you're going to want to follow training materials. Because that's going to be my ultimate standard. The problem with J hooks that go under the shoulder is that I can't, like, there's nowhere to go from it. There's no, like, double that you can do under the shoulder. But you can do double J hooks, triple J hooks, cross plane J hooks. There's a whole skill set about how the rifle goes over the shoulder there. So that's why that's super important. But that is going to pass with tenure. So congratulations. Shoot me and... Here, I'm going to do this. And pass. That way I can get you the appropriate sling. All right, that's it for Maroon sling. We've got 3 green, 4 blue, and 2 black to go. J-hook was wonky because he mistook it with the concept of a hell's whip, where you have to rifle. Yeah, okay. I see it a lot, and I really should bump J-hook further up my list to make sure I get instructional material for it. If I counted the rising sun exits until BTB flow correctly, that was 10. Thank you very much. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm going to say hi to my wife. She just got back in, and I'll be right back. All right. We move to green sling. All right, Trevor is doing a 10-year break. So this needs to hit 90. All right, so we're gonna have handpin loose, handpin open. Awkward catch there. Pulled in well, but definitely in the wrong place. I'm torn between moderate and major here. I'll do a moderate. Technically the right side of the rifle, just way too far down. Good. Excessive bending. You definitely want to go to a knee if you're going to go down that far. Your hand pin here slips out in front. And that was between a stutter step and a full step. I'm gonna call the shot there at 3. 3 is not a real penalty, but it's like right between those steps. So rather than just call it a major, I'm just gonna give you they split the difference. Okay, stutter step as soon as you released. And padding at the knees. Alright, so we're already past 90, so we'll keep watching, but I'm not gonna like double take, so I'm just gonna kind of give you a general here. Alright, hand pin needs to be tighter than stutter stepping. Okay, a little lean back, no penalty on it though. Catch angle just a little bit. Alright, that was okay. No penalty. Very good. No penalty for sure on that one. Solid little secondary adjustment. Little hand flinch. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like you are... Yep. So it's not going to pass today. No worries. I mean, it would have. It's just this is supposed to be a 10-year break, right? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So you got 7 points to clean up there. All right, let's do... See if I can recognize one of these. I feel like number 2 was one I liked a lot. I just can't. None of these look recognizable. Alright, let's go. Let's try this one. All right, let's go super cinematic here. Oh yeah, everyone hates full ninjas, man. I love them. Definitely. Definitely not a well-loved trick, full ninjas for sure. Quintarial, yep, definitely not very much loved. Tiesto music, I know Tiesto. All right, Jackson Lily. Good luck. Woodrow Wilson, if you're still here. Tiny bit over rotated, not enough for a penalty. Just enough to be heads up. This is okay. Fresh qualification. 80 points will pass. Good. Let me start over. Good. Good. That feels like pulled off balanced. Require a step. That's going to be a major. As far as majors go, it's not a big major. I'll say that, but that was good. And I'm going to flag it. If we can return to it if I need to. All right, lands upside down. That's not a big deal. Oh, almost good. Okay, a lot of feet flinching. The handoff at the end wasn't superb, but not bad either. Not penalty worthy. Alright, let's see here. So the number one thing is the lack of hand pins. The big waiting for it as soon as it's released. Let's see how you do with the hand pins. Okay. Let me think on this. It's a half over rotated, which generally isn't a problem. You still have to catch it flat. I think the thing is, majors are designed to be, can a judge see it was wrong? And a judge has to be able to see that that was wrong, right? An untrained eye. So it's got to be a major. It's just the one hand to the other, a little bit off on the step, the extra waiting time, the missed hand, it kind of pulls you off balance. An untrained eye could tell. The half over rotated, yeah. That was good though. Good. You do need to pull that into some sort of flat or not flat. So we're going to take an angle penalty here because that needs to be caught in. And we're going to take a moderate angle penalty. All right. Caught and then brought up over. That'll be major. Good. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's going to be in the 84 out of 100. So congratulations, you're going to pass. You're going to have tenure, but not bad at all. lot of little stuff. I think it's for the most part, as soon as it was caught, you kind of gave up on the composure of it. Right? The little extra stopping it flat, like the really, really tiny stuff that's like kind of at the end of a trick. Definitely put a lot of focus toward that. Alright, last green sling. That's going to be Nick. I hope you're still around. Okay, good. First, keels off the ground, right? And then there's a little tap-tap with your other hand where I can kind of see it kind of struggling. Okay, on that one, your hand pin is there, but the hand is wide open. So you want to watch that. And I bet we're going to see a lot of that. And no penalty there. That was fine. But you can definitely see the hand pin when it goes down. Still wide, like wide open. And that catch angle comes in a little bit off. Okay, let me think. Do I have anything in the scoring? We've done exactly as presented in the video. Okay, which is popping the rifle off of the thumb. So that's gonna have to be. I mean, it's nice. It's just got to be popping it off the thumb because that's the score. Like that's the new thing you're gonna learn. This is kind of pinched out. I can see where it's popping off with your thumb as you're wrapping it around. Instead of a double major, I'm going to do a regular major. Okay? It lands fine. It does technically pop off the thumb, it's just not done in the way that it's done in the video. And I want to learn that rifle with an crease of your hand popping off the thumb because that has tons of application later on. That was solid. Okay, no penalty there. Okay, handpin stays. That was good. Not penalty, but definitely on release and catch, you're kind of up and down a little bit. Not enough for me to penalize, but enough that you should know about it. Okay, good. I do want some structure in that hand there. Okay. You're going to take one penalty on facial bearing. Because I can tell, very distracting. You're like kind of opening and closing your mouth. I think at one point you licked your lips there. Yeah. So when you keep some of that facial bearing. Let's add it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12. Alright, 12 points. It's going to pass with tenure. Definitely just get that full ninja together. There was a lot to be, like, a lot of good stuff here. I would say overall, your facial bearing kept, I kept noticing it a little bit. At the end it was distracting there. But you should probably think about it while you're, like, reworking this. Okay? That is a pass with tenure. Heaven's Whip was great. Yeah, not a lot of people do it. Yeah, right? I love this music. Very intense. Oh, triple under the leg's crazy. Oh, right. These take so much more mental energy the deeper it gets. We move to Jaden. Green sling. Good luck. Nice. Slides down shoulder. Oh no, that's a major. See how bad it is.
Double Q.
Well, that's more for like sliding down the back, but off the shoulder. Yeah, this doesn't fall down the Toby's back, it falls down the side of the shoulder. We're gonna do a moderate. I think that's more fair. I'll have to add that as a specific penalty for sure. Oh, that was tight. Okay, you're gonna take a stutter step penalty. Okay, your hand opens too wide out here. You can cross it over to your body here, but it definitely opens up too wide.
Queen aerial.
Great catch, nice throw. Yeah, just a little bit for like over padding it for like the throw, but very nice. Okay, so we got stutter step. Catch angle.
Rising Sun triple exit, 3 times without stop.
That was great, up to the third one with the little stutter step.
Triple power catch.
Another stutter step?
Triple power catch.
Yeah, they're scary.
Double sentinel.
Alright, catch angle with the other hands. We're going to take a full
Double
major.
sentinel power catch.
Another stutter step.
Flying Floridian.
They're all really controlled stutter steps. But they're still stutter steps.
Rising
That was
Sun
good. I think loss of handpin. Yep.
Rising Sun crossplane.
Good. Catch angle's a little low there. You can see that there. Alright, this is going to be tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's okay, because you're going to fix 11 points of this for the next stream, and then it's not going to be a thing, right? Let me check that catch angle on this last one again. Yeah, it's definitely a little off. I mean, it's what it is. Jaden, we'll get it next stream. It's not going to be this one. All right, close. Yeah, I figured I had back rolls way back on like the first development of the Drill Dojo. Like back rolls were like green sling, I think. Like they were like rather low. I might have even had them like orange sling or something because this was before red and maroon existed. I figured because it's not an aerial, people would be more willing to learn it, and it just doesn't happen. Hey, good morning. Davin said he submitted a different one, and I approved it. So the most recently submitted one. Okay. Would be here. What did I review then? Okay. Tell him next time not to submit 2 days apart. Tell him just to have one when he's ready. It happens. But is this the one I saw? Okay. We'll go back and do his other one. Okay. Interesting. What probably happened is generally if you submit 2 within the span of a day, it might pop up in my inbox like back to back, and I just assume you double submitted. That's probably what happened. Because there's no indication of like, yeah. So he's gonna have to space them out a little bit more. Just let him know. Because, alright, so you see what happens on my end? I see 202509071. Like, I'm looking mostly at just the first set of numbers, and if it looks like the same set of numbers, I generally just move on. I didn't notice that the 6-1 turned to 7-1, you feel? So, with the stream happening on the 26th, just tell him to keep some, like, hold back until he's sure and then submit 1. So we'll go over this one. If we can. I don't think I didn't preview this one. Whatever. Tell him tell him to submit just 1 for the next stream and I'll get to it. All right, Toby, you're up. Cuz I haven't previewed that one. I haven't seen it. It just got lost in the back-to-back submissions, so tell him if it works for him, then it's a good tenure breaker. All right, Toby, you are getting blue sling today. If this passes, we still won't do black sling, but good luck. You'll have to resubmit black sling for next month. All right, good. No penalty there. A little slow. Good. I'll take it. Okay, good. I'm going to take a penalty point for inefficient footwork here. I definitely think the footwork could be tightened up because we got 1, 2, 3, 4 motions, and they're all like kind of intentional, but definitely 4 motions did much there. Good, all together. One thing that I don't generally penalize for is every time you go for that aerial, you're very much over torquing it. If you want to mask that, start at right shoulder, and then when you dip from right shoulder and bring it to front, you see how like your hand goes to where right shoulder would be. So if you dip from there and then turn to the front, it masks that you're over rotating. Just a heads up. Okay, leaning forward a little bit. My catcher's there. I'd say that last one was probably a moderate. The second one was a minor. First one was good though. Feet stay stable. I like that. Good. Spontaneous commitment to the knee is going to be a minor. Good. Solid. Very solid. Rifle spinning on wrong axis. Oops. A little bit guided in. Alright, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we will create a tab here for you. Toby, congratulations. For next month, resubmit that black sling. Alright? No tenure, all good to go. But you do need to resubmit your black sling for next month, alright? I'll try and remember to send a follow-up on that. Alright. On the first stream you watched, it was blue sling stone. Okay. I think you'd have to go way far back. Yes, that one. Okay, yeah. I can't. It doesn't let me access it. Tell him to resubmit for next stream. And also only submit one. And if he submits multiple, then like I need several days between. Otherwise, it can get mixed up. All right. This is the live stream. Thanks for the feedback. Actually doing an honor guard right now. Awesome. Have fun. All right, Ethan. Good luck. All right, I take it. Everyone's so like timid about Andre's rolls. It's very funny to me. Yep, stutter step. All good. Hand pins are good. Good. Good dips, by the way. Good. Feet planted, hand pins, strong structure of body, all set. Good. No penalty. This is going really well. Very good. No penalty. Good. Yep, just the stutter steps. You're gonna get another stutter step there. I'm gonna give you catch angle because it corrects itself very fast. I think it should be a minor, but like it corrects so fast that I'm gonna give it to you. Good. 3. There's kind of 3 micro adjustments in the feet. I think it's a little inefficient there. Good. Handpin leaves side just a little bit. All right, that was a very solid qualification. Ethan, full qualification. Well done. Past live stream. Very nice. And that leaves us with Marcel. If Marcel's still around. If we got any Fountain Fort Karsten around, I'm going to pull up Marcel's video now. And I'll give you just 30 seconds to see if you can't get him in stream. Ooh, what's relaxing autumn video game music? Oh, Animal Crossing, that makes sense. It's for fishing, hiking, and little walks, guys. After the stream, take a look at the style guide. Will be posted sometime late tonight. Heads up there. What year was the prime year for drill? I don't know. Whenever Zyko drills, any year Zyko drills is the prime year for drill. I think there's a strong case to be made. I think 2016 was like year of champions. 2016 was my most famous routine. Was it 2016 or 2015? Well, 2016 was my famous routine, but like, maybe 2017. What was it 2017 that Gozo won? Because we had Gozo in 2017. We had, what was it? Did Andres do? Andres did not do 2017. Zyko did 2017 and absolutely smashed. I think 2017 was a really solid year for World Drill Championships 2017. Like, it was just an insane year for who was drilling. There was just that one year that was just like Tournament of Champions, it felt like. All right, let's do it. Alright, good luck. Blue sling. Solid, no penalty. Solid, no penalty. Alright, mine are on hand pin. Consistently on your right side. All through here, you can see hand pin is kind of missed there. And then it kind of shrugs there. And the last one was pretty okay. Okay, no penalty on the BTB. That was good, no penalty. Slightly angled, not enough for penalty. That was good. Let me check this last step here. Okay, nope, that was good, no penalty. It was a good correction, but it was a correction nonetheless. Yeah, that's a pretty tight angle. I think it has to be a major. Excellent correction, though. I kind of want to move it to 3 points because of how tight that was corrected. That was good. I can tell it slipped a little, but like handled well. Yeah, no, that's fine. No penalty. We're going to do a moderate on catch and go on that one. Okay, so hand pin comes off the side. And that first step is going to be a stutter step. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Absolutely, this will do it. 90 points. Full qualification, no need for tenure. I'll see you on Black Sling. Congratulations. Yeah, nope. Both of those had such like solid vibes to them. It was very good. All right, well done. Congratulations. So let's see. We have so that was. When did you last submit for? So your green sling was back in. Wow. March of 2024 was your green sling. This has been a long time coming. Well done. It's like a year and a half of work. Only one more qualification to go. Which, speaking of which, if you guys have Alex around, and I always forget. Hold on. Oh man, I want to say your name so much. You sent it on, let's see, grading submission. pronounced Javier. It wasn't the J. I forgot. It's the A. Is it an A or an A? Javier or Javier? Javier, right? J. Yes. Okay. Javier. All right. You're here. We'll do you first. All right. So here's the deal. We're working through kinks, and Javier, I'm very happy you're working with me as well on this. So, with black sling from Singapore, if you don't have access to the heavyweight, or the regular weight, I should say, black sling's only 6 tricks. So, we agreed to do, was it 3, 5, and 7? All right. Minor 3, moderate 5, and major points at 7. All right, so since this is a lightweight, but it's for regular qualification, we're gonna run 3, 5, and 7. Javier, good luck. Well, this is a little hard to see. I'm gonna have to do a little slow-mo here. Okay, so we have loss of handpin. It's so thin I can't tell if it's on right angle or not. Good. Okay. But that was a minor, so that is 3. All right. 7. Footwork, good. And then, so the 7's for catch angle, but the second hand, I'll make sure I do the appropriate, is a moderate, so a 5. Okay. Very nice. I like that a lot. All right, I do have hand pin right there. Comes off of your side quite a bit. Yeah, because it's in front and stretched out to the side. I'll do minor, almost moderate, but I'll do minor here. Let me, because I feel like if it's full speed, it's just hard to see because of the footage. Full speed. It's right in between minor and moderate. I'm gonna give you benefit. Okay, footwork fine. Alright, moderate catch angle there. Okay, good quad. I feel like it's caught too low. If you did that on a heavyweight, it would just rip out of your hands. Let me see it at full speed, see if it looks natural. Now it kind of like whips around. I'm gonna do minor there. Definitely want to catch more central. So to avoid that whipping right there. That was good. I definitely want to see if you're going to take that big step out, take that knee. I think because we're already 10, 17. Yeah, so this is already not passing. So on your next run, I want you to take the full knee and then pop up with your feet kind of planted. Does that make sense? If you can, try and grab some video footage. I don't know what your camera is, if it's possible. Look through your camera settings, see if you can get me better than 360. 360p from this distance is really hard to see. Alright, first of all, congratulations on hitting all the tricks. If this was a full weight and you hit it the way you did, you would have been just fine, because you would take just the one major. As it stands, just given the weight of the rifle and where it's at, 17, 20, 26, I think this is a fair score. Or 26, that's going to be 84. No, 74. Blah. Alright, so 74. I think, yeah, on 6 tricks, there's enough here. Definitely that BTB here. That was a huge number of points, 12 points on its own. So that trick right there, if you got rid of that, that would be an 86. Okay. Yeah. But, first of all, this is all an experiment. I appreciate you being part of the experiment, okay? Yeah, thank you for helping me work through this. You know, internationally is just a different thing, so I'm very happy it's you that I got to work with through this. Yeah, with only 6 points, it has to be, or only 6 tricks, it has to be inflated. Or 5 in some cases, depending on how difficult it wants to be. Alright, you'll get it next stream. Don't worry. Take this month, see if you can get a little higher quality on your phone. Go through the settings. That way I can watch at full speed as well. I mean, in Block Sling, I'm going to go and check part speed if I need to. Regardless, but it'll help. Alright, and if Alex is still around, we got Alex last up. And then, Javier, tell your friend I'm going to try and head back, and we're going to see if we can't get this to work. I might have to go dig deep through some back-end stuff. I don't know. Sometimes it does weird stuff. That's why whatever. Alex. Alright, so here's the deal with Alex. Alex is using a full weight. And so major penalties are worth 5 points. You need 80 points total. So 4 majors. And you're good. Anything else, minors, moderates, not counted when the rifle weighs what it's weighing here. Good luck. Alright, well, let's take a look at that footwork very closely. Alright. There is loss of balance requiring step here. Yep. Got a little trip back. That was solid, no penalty. Or no major, I should say. That's kind of a little lungy. Yeah, the footwork's got to be all over the place. That's going to be a major. It's just too many stutter steps and too panicked. It was absolute panic. That was good, no penalty. Very solid, no penalty. These have been clutch, all of your submissions. Yep, no penalty. Awesome. Yeah, I want to take a look at one thing. It's not going to make a difference, but I really want to look. Yeah, that's only moderate. Perfect. Alex, congratulations. Even my dog came over to say congrats. Alexander. You've earned your black sling qualification. All right, congratulations. The new video series started out in order, and then you noticed jumping late. Any thought process for that? Yeah, so no major thought process, Dan. It's kind of bounced a little bit between. I like the early stages for the beginning of the season for sure. I'm about to bounce back to some of the earlier tricks, but I also want to create content that addresses really problematic tricks for people. Which is why I jumped up to things that were like the BTB single catch, right? And so right now, I just don't want to like kind of lose the interest of people who are beyond, you know, yellow sling or whatever. And it's just going to kind of bounce back and forth between like yellow sling and orange sling tricks and like problematic tricks for a while. Does that make sense? And then once I feel like the problematic tricks are addressed, it'll go through the curriculum in general. Almost in a straight line, I would feel. Yeah, so with green and blue, actually the only thing holding me back is the advertisement. I'll be straight up with you guys. So, at the end of the trick library stuff, the advertisements for the Drill America 1903. But for green, blue, and black, I want the advertisement to be for the NGA one. And I want the advertisement to be green, blue, and black qualification katas. And I just need to get those filmed and done. So once I get those filmed and done, I can start doing the green, blue, and black. So that way, that continuity-wise, it makes sense, 10 years from now, where you get the right videos with the right, recommended piece of equipment. Yes, I think that is the only triple back roller I've seen that's not like me or Andres. So really well done there. All right, Javier. Let's see if we can't get this working. For Davin. It's like not downloading either, which is really frustrating. Okay, so give me a second here. I might be able to find it directly on my Google Drive. Okay. Alright, so I went through the back end here. Alright, so this is Davin again. Just the way it was submitted. Alright, so this will be the last one. We'll close up here. Let's do Nintendo, but it's lo-fi beats. Minor on catch angle, and then it's like a little high. It's fine. Minor on catch angle. That was good. See if that same thing is happening. Yeah, so that skip drill style is... I'm not sure if that's possible on full weights. No penalty, but just keep that in mind. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. This is better than the other video. Okay, rifle spinning on the wrong axis there. Alright, you're gonna get hand pin as well. It slips out right there, like way too soon. That looks like it stays in plane. Lands a little sideways, not a big deal. It's so hard to tell on these if it's like rotating on right axis. I think that's fine. It rotates like a quarter. You're going to take the secondary adjustment on setup. See, hand pin slips away right there, and a little lean forward, a little more than I would like there, kind of leaning away from the rifle too much. Make sure to keep that posture straight up and down. Catch angle a little bit off. It's just because it's a little far away from your body. You want to pull that in a little bit more. Good. Alright, I think the structure could definitely improve, but no penalty. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure. Alright, we'll take away tenure. It's almost the same, but it works. Make sure if it's far away from the stream and he thinks he can do better, wait till he does better before submitting a second one, unless it was just a mistake or something. In which case, my apologies. Alright, that'll do it. You're both surprised? No, that was good qualification. I mean, look, there were like minors and moderates and stuff, right? Black sling is a little bit built different. Black sling will change as we get a little bit deeper and it'll get harder and harder as more people certify for it. Until eventually, black sling will have its own penalty system that's equivalent. All right? Yeah, Nathan. Actually, I think Nathan got it. Nathan got his black sling. He's just working at Dan level. Well, Nathan's already black sling certified. How many people does that make now? All black sling. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 12, 18, 24, 25, 26 people. 26 people. When we hit 30, it'll get a little harder. Roughly every 10, it gets a little harder. When it hits 30, we'll start doing moderate penalties, and it'll probably be at like 1. And when it hits 40, then moderate will be at like 3. And then it'll probably be a 1-3-5 split at the end of it. So that's the plan there. All right. Gentlemen, get out there. Get drilling. Let's get certified for October, all right? I had fun. I will catch you guys on the next stream, which the next stream, by the way, is October 9th for early season routine reviews. Okay, so if your team wants some feedback, if your soloists want feedback, whatever you have, it must be current. It must be from this season. I don't want to review Daytona last year. I don't want to review what you and your friend did in 1999, right? Well, actually, if you've got like anything from the 1900s, you can send that. I'll review it. I'm interested. But you know what I mean. If it's like 2022 and you're just like, hey, this is what we did, not interested. I want drillers to grow this season. All right, so that's what that stream is for. October 9th. Submit it. Get it in there. I'll give you my opinion, and also the drillers in the chat should be able to give their opinion as well. And I think that'll be really cool. You guys got any questions? When is October? Soon. Very soon. Why is year gone? Why is year so already gone? We may never know. Dan level requirements. So you're a high school graduate. So Alex, when you go to Black Sling, scroll all the way down, and there's a little secret down here. And if you look over here, you'll find all the Black Sling stuff for the Dan level. I'll try and send it to you in an email. October qual stream. Let's set a date. Let's set it for October 24th. I'll go ahead and update now. All right, that's that. It's on there. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in for this nice Friday night stream. I hope you guys had a good time, and I will see you soon. Happy drilling.